How's it going, BCHL fans? Ian Wilson alongside Geoff Grimwood, the head coach and general manager of the Victoria Grizzlies. Geoff, I know the season is a very busy time. Thank you for taking the time out for a quick chat.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Tell us a bit about the offseason in Victoria. What kind of went into building this team ahead of your first now full season as the head coach and GM of this program?
If you go back to, I guess, last May or June, it still feels like a little bit of a whirlwind. From then, we had a really good team here, I think, for the last 3 years, obviously, with Ryland Furster as a GM and head coach. We had a team that last year got to the conference finals and lost to a very good team and a very deserving team in Chilliwack. And, sometimes when you have a good team, what that leads to is a lot of roster turnover because we end up graduating a lot of players. And we had a really strong contingent of 06 players that might have returned to us, but a lot of them went on to college, which is obviously the whole point here. So this year's team looks a little different. We end up with, I believe, 5 returning players off the team. So it's a lot of new faces, a lot of new bodies, and it's been really exciting.
Fantastic. One thing that remains consistent for sure with these Grizzlies, you guys always seem to be big and bad. You look down the roster, you got a lot of height and size. Is that just a coincidence or is that by intentional design?
A little bit of both, maybe. We're actually probably not as big this year. Our blue line certainly has some size to it. When I walk in the dressing room, sometimes I got to look up at these guys. But up front, we're probably a little more. I think we have a little more speed than we've had in the past, and maybe not the same size. So, at the end of the day, when we recruit, we're just looking for the right fit. And sometimes those players are on the larger side, sometimes they're smaller. We had Tommy Molson last year, one of the smallest players in the league, but also probably one of the best players in the league. So
absolutely,
certainly we have room for all different types of players here, but collectively, we don't mind having the length, especially on the back end.
Let's talk a bit about you. When you look at the rap sheet, you've worked now with all the Victoria teams, the Cougars, the Royals, and now the Grizzlies. What can you tell us about Island hockey and what it means to embody this city?
Yeah, well, I'm born and raised in Victoria, and I was able to play for the Victoria Salsa when I was younger. It was a very brief and very undistinguished career, but certainly, to sort of come back to it on the coaching side, I take a lot of pride in that. And we had our 30th anniversary last year with the Victoria Salsa Grizzlies, and it's been fun to see a lot of guys sort of come out of the woodwork. Guys that we played with and guys that I've grown up with. I'm getting a little older now, so I'm starting to see, kids of teammates that are starting to get closer to our level, which is a little scary. But for me, being from here, it's given me an opportunity to be close with my parents. Be close with my family again. My career has taken me to a few different locations across Western Canada, and I really enjoyed those experiences. But to be able to come back 3 years ago as the associate head coach here was a tremendous opportunity, and then to continue now as a GM and head coach, it's a dream. So for me, it cuts both ways. I know the hockey scene here really well, and there's people you bump into that I remember as a kid, which is always fun. And then you also sort of see the landscape changing now with academies and whatnot. So it doesn't really resemble what it did maybe even 10 or 15 years ago. But it's a lot of the same people, and we're really proud to be a part of it.
Fantabulous. Leave us off with a message for the fans as this season continues to roll along, Geoff.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think a big thank you to the people that do come. I think we're in a really vibrant market here in Victoria with a lot of competition for people's entertainment dollars. And I know the one thing is the people that, have shown up and that really enjoyed our games, people that don't know the BC Hockey League, when they come out to a game, we get a lot of great feedback. I know our staff here has done a tremendous job from ownership on down. Trying to build our brand, particularly in the Western communities out here in Victoria. So we're still fighting the good fight, trying to get more people in the door. But we've got a really exciting team here. And I think that, our start is, maybe been a little inconsistent and maybe not quite what we were hoping for, but there's a lot of hockey left. And we've got a team here that works really hard. We've got some exciting players. We've got a little bit of a local flavor this year, which is always nice. And we're really excited about the team. So for the people that have come out and supported us, we thank them. And for people that, maybe haven't been out yet, we'd love to see them.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Geoff, and good luck as the season continues.
So I appreciate it, Ian.